friends, welcome back to my channel. So quite a few of you guys asked recently when I, put a call out for what kind of videos you want to see. I got quite a few requests for a what's in my bag video. So I thought that's what I would film for you guys today. I kind of want to tell you about this bag because I think it's really a neat story. I like things with a story. So let me just preface this with, I know that not everybody is into designer bags, likes them, cares about them. I totally get that. I have always loved purses pretty much since I was a teenager. I've always it's the only designery type thing that I've ever cared about. I've never cared about shoes or anything like that. I've just always loved purses specifically. And I never owned a designer purse. I think I bought a Coach purse when the girls were really little, and I ended up returning it because I felt guilty about it. I had it for maybe a couple of days, and then I felt guilty and I returned it. That was the Coach purse. And then I think that was the only designer purse I ever owned up to that point. So last year, as a push present after I had the twins, I guess that was now the year before because it was 2017, CR got me a Louis Vuitton Speedy as a push present after I had the twins, which I thought was very nice, and I was very excited and floored, and I really love that purse. So this year I really wanted a vintage purse. I told him, we were talking about it, and I was like, when I completed my book, I had two things that I wanted. I wanted to go to Benihana, and he took me there. We went there a couple weeks ago. I wanted to go to Benihana and have food, and I wanted to get a vintage purse. And so we talked about it, and I kind of looked at a bunch of different ones. I don't really care about most designer purses, but I do really like Louis Vuitton purses. I think for me, I sort of really like the rich history of Louis Vuitton purses and the stories behind their designs and who they were created for and why they were created and things like that. I think that's what I'm really drawn to with them. And so when I found out that this particular purse existed and that it was one of the purses that you could get very vintage. Now, vintage in purses, I believe, is when a purse is over 20 years old. So I started hunting down to see if I could find this bag made in the same year I was born, which was 1984. And I never was able to find one made in 84. I did end up finding one that was made in 1989. So this purse is 30 years old. It's called the Louis Vuitton Noe, and that's the French word for Noah, which I absolutely love. And the story behind this particular design and purse I think is really neat. It was created in the 30s initially to carry champagne bottles. As you can see, it's like a bucket, and you can fit 4 champagne bottles standing up and then one down in the middle turned upside down. And so it was initially created for businesses to carry champagne bottles in. And so that's sort of its history and its origin, and they named it the Noah or Noe bag because it holds everything. It has giant space. It can hold all of this stuff, just like how Noah built the ark, and it held all these animals, and this holds a whole bunch of stuff. So I do want to say that if you have any interest in vintage purses specifically, eBay is a great place. I know that's where I first started looking and found through YouTube, actually, and watching other people's videos, girls that found this particular bag, this Noe bag, for $150 or $250 on eBay, which is far below their value. And that's the good thing about bags like this, is they are investment pieces. They do very often hold their value, if not increase in value. So anyways, this is not supposed to be a video about why I like this bag, but I just wanted to explain because I don't want it to be like, oh, look I got this, Louis Vuitton bag, whatever. I just really love this vintage 30-year-old bag that's in almost nearly, I don't want to say nearly perfect condition because obviously the leathers and stuff are worn and all of that, but it's as far as its structure and everything, it's completely in nearly perfect condition, especially for a purse that is 30 years old. And what I've spent over the last 30 years on just purses from Target, Walmart, places like that, far eclipses what I paid for this purse. So I don't have a lot of guilt about that because I feel like at the end of the day, it's actually far less. So let's dive into what's actually inside of this beast of a bag because it holds everything. It holds all the things. So inside of it, I have my little makeup case. This is from Bare Minerals. And inside of there, I just keep sanitizer, my NYX Dewy Finish Spray stuff, which I love so much, especially in the winter when my skin is really dry. I have some Clarins lip oil. I really like this stuff too. It's very sweet. And I've got some lip liners, just a NYX lip liner, and I think that's a Milani lip liner. Do have like a little thing of perfume, and oh, this is the roller ball for the Prada Candy perfume, which I think smells amazing. And then I've got some concealer. This is the Too Faced, sorry, my nose itches, Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And some pads, you know. So that's what I keep in my little makeup thing. I'm the kind of person that if I'm going to touch anything up, I might touch up my concealer and put on some more lipstick or chapstick or something like that. But that's usually the extent of what I'm going to do to my face. Once I've done it for the morning, it's done. I've got another little pouch here, and inside this little pouch, which came with like a gift set thing, I've got an extra battery for my camera. We've got some essential oil, some peppermint oil. I've got my, what are these things called? Airbuds? That's not, that feels like a dog movie. Is that right? AirPods? AirPods, not earbuds, AirPods. Yeah, is that right? I hope that's right. I just got these for Christmas. I've used them one time. I am by no means an expert, clearly. I don't even know what they're called, but I do really like them. I've got some Altoids in here because you got to have fresh breath. I do have some hand cream. This is that Colleen Rothschild. I think I've told you guys about this many times before, but I really like this hand cream. Oh, I do have some more lip products in here. Shocking. This is one of my very, very favorites. This is the Covergirl Jumbo Gloss Balm. And, oh, does it have the shade on it? 300. The rest of it's scrubbed off, but 300. This is the perfect, like, bright orangey red, and I love this in this like kind of chubby stick type thing because it's so easy to apply and it wears really easy. It's not super matte or drying, so I feel like it's a really easy bright color to wear on your lips. You don't have to be perfect with a lip liner or anything like that, and it looks good. This was just like a little sample I got of a Glossier coconut lip balm. So that is what is in my other little mini bag inside of here. Now the one thing about this purse is it is kind of a pit, so I don't have, they make like organizers you can put in the bottom of these. I don't have one of those in there. It's a check stub. I got my keys. I've got Tony Stark, some horsehair, and keys. It's really not that exciting. This thing is a giant, but I like it like that. I kind of want to clean it out, but I do like it being so big because when I reach in the bag, honestly, I just feel around for the hair and I'm like, there it is, and pull my keys out. So that's kind of handy. I got a receipt from Cracker Barrel because I took Kennedy to Cracker Barrel for her birthday lunch. Oh no, I put this in here yesterday and I meant to take it back out. Oh no. Well, so much for this bag being in pristine condition. Gosh darn it. All right, then I've also got this little thing, and I think I got this in like one of the holiday sections at Target or something. As you can see, I've never really used anything inside of it, but it's one of those like little emergency kits. So it's got like some bobby pins, some scissors, or not scissors, what the heck is wrong with me? Needle and thread, a little tiny nail file, let's see, some toothpicks. I think it's got a little, oh, a little thing of deodorant. It's just like one of those nail polish remover, just one of those like female emergency is a strong word, rubber bands, in a pinch, that's what we'll call it, in a pinch. This is clear nail polish. There's lots of uses for clear nail polish. So we'll call that like an in a pinch kit because emergency feels excessive, but in a pinch. I just have a giant bottle of Aleve floating around because apparently that's how much I need it, is that I just drop it in there. I've got my sunglasses case and no sunglasses inside of it, so I should probably go find those and put them back in there. Got a big thing of cinnamon gum. Again, I told you guys that this like stomach issue, well, I said that in my vlog. I don't think I've talked about it on here. I think I have something called gastritis, an inflamed stomach lining. It's making me really nauseous, but when it first started, it's felt exactly like morning sickness in the very, very, like the first few days before my hyperemesis hits and I'm puking all over the place. It's like just that like low level nausea. And so I went and cut some cinnamon gum thinking that that would help with it. And I also got a pregnancy test and took that. It was negative, no surprise. But I was like, you know, this feels exactly the same, so I'm just going to take a pregnancy test. It was negative, but I got the gum too, and the gum didn't help. But it's not surprised that the gum didn't help because it was an inflamed stomach lining, not morning sickness. I've got a little discount card here. Another receipt just floating around the bottom, apparently. I don't usually do that. I'm a little better about that. All right, I've got a little pack of gum here and a granola bar. I'm pretty sure one of my kids threw that in there because I don't usually keep granola bars in my bag. I've got a thing of my Minted Rose lip balm. As I'm saying this, I feel like maybe I should get an organizer because I do feel like everything's just floating around in there. And then I've just got my wallet. I don't feel like there's anything really to, it's a wallet. There's a little bit of cash, some cards, and some insurance information, and a checkbook, and some change. The same things that are probably in your wallet. So we don't need to go through that, do we? That's weird. And then I also have a little clippy claw thingy and some quarters floating around the bottom. As you can see, I am not super organized. I mean, it's not bad. It's been worse. In the history of what's in my bag videos that I have done, you probably have seen others where it's been much, much worse. So it could have been a lot worse, but anyways, I really do love this bag. And like I said, I just love to think of like whoever had it before me. Like I was a baby when the woman who had this bag carried it and loved it and treated it so well for like close to 30 years. And it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't know. I just think it's really special. Like I said, I like things with meaning and the story behind them. And so anyhow, that's what's in my bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know if you have any other video requests, anything else you guys want to see, and I'll get on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to clean up this mess, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.